is going on, guys? Today I have another Breaking Down the Fort episode for you. This is episode 2. Last time I was told it was a little bit boring in some cases just because of how slow I was playing, so I decided to play a little bit more aggressive here and just pretty much go at everybody I found. Decided to land tilted right off the rip, and as you can see, I went for a gunfight pretty much right off the get-go. I ended up getting the shotgun, he ends up getting a revolver. Pretty easy kill for me. So at this point, pretty much all I'm going to end up doing here is looting and pretty much go forth with getting some guns, getting some materials. This is regular, this isn't blitz or anything, so I'm just going through looting and getting as much stuff as I can so that when I do have to fight teams, I have the materials as well as some other things to be able to move forward. We're going to want to pay a lot of attention to the sound cues. That's mainly what I end up using in this game. I end up getting double pump right off the rip, which is nice. So right now I'm rocking double pump and pretty much killing all these pallets so I can have some sort of materials going forward. I have about 150 health here, double pump, and an AR. I hear a bunch of shots going on to my right, as well as a rocket launcher. I remember that precisely, and I was a little bit nervous about that, but I decided to pretty much get into it right away. I do pick up a jetpack. I usually don't grab these, but I figure in solo squads, at least in Tilted, it would help out a little bit, especially with that rocket launcher. I decided to take it. So I have that other big pot, decided to use it and keep the 3 minis just because I already had 150 health. I could only use the big pot, so I have 200 health total, 100 shield, 100 health. So I decided to pretty much get right into the action, get as much loot as I can out of Big Brick or Big Bertha, whatever you guys call it, and pretty much get into it. I know there's a fight here. I hear the people. I see a guy here. I end up getting a nice 78 shot on him. Kill him. Kill him. So right now I'm at 2 kills total. That kill on the ground does not count. I hear the other guys coming at me. So I just need to build pretty much as quick as possible. I got both these guys coming at me with the rocket launcher. This is where the what's it called, the jetpack comes into play. We have another team end up coming in here to fight. Thank God, because as you can see, I'm running low on that. You can see this guy here gets taken out. I'm getting shot by this guy up here, but I put a couple nice shots into him. He's pretty much one shot. A lot of it that you saw right there was me actually hitting the wood. I get in a fight here. Kind of a lackadaisical fight, and I get down really low, probably about 6 HP, and I'd like to kind of show you guys at least if we can hear the health bar. So let's pause this and we'll bring up the camera stuff, and we'll put at least the player outlines on, or the nameplates on, so we can see how much health I got and then go from there. But yeah, let's continue to play this. And as you can see, I don't have much health. I have 50 health here. I'm going to try to get this med kit off. There's tons of people around me. Kyrie Irving trying to ball out near me. King Davis as well as we got this Adro kid. They're all pretty close. I know they're close, so I just decided to build up. I hear the guy right under me who has pretty much no health, and I see this guy jump down. That's a pretty easy kill for me. He lets me get the kill. I also get shot at by this guy. This was a pretty sketchy fight. This guy obviously isn't very good. I end up taking him down. I ended up one pumping him too. All 3 of those guys probably should have killed me. As I'm taking this health and getting ready to take the big pot, I hear a guy run over me. I give him a 1 pump, and I go back to it. So at this point, we ended up getting a decent amount of kills here. Right now, I believe we're at about 6 total. See this guy? We do try to put some shots in. We get some on him. He's just holding that corner. I know he's holding that corner. I'm trying to bait him by killing his teammate. So as you can see, I'm going to put up a wall here. Shoots it down. Put up another wall. He shoots it down. So I just end up building a ramp, jumping over, 1 pumping. Again, not a very good player, but I can only go against the people that I end up facing. So at this point, I know that Tilted, for the most part, has got to be pretty empty. Everybody that I've pretty much come into contact with was over in this area. Pretty much all the people that were in this area were all the people in Tilted. There can't be many more left. So I'm pretty much just looting up here and just kind of keeping an eye on where the map is. As you can see right here is the circle that I'm in. This is what's being shown. So we got a pretty big circle. I'm at 8 eliminations already at this point. And pretty much we just have to decide where to move from here. So I decided to play it safe, and rather than, I don't like going into this area, considering where the bus came from. The bus came this way, so we just know that the rotation is going to be from retail all the way over, Dusty Divot all the way over. So that's literally where I end up rotating to. As you can see, I'm just farming up some materials right now, and heading over towards where that rotation's coming from. I'm going for a pretty high kill game here. I don't know how much I'll end up getting. I end up getting, I think, a total of 20 or 21. I forget what the exact amount is. But at this point, I'm just looking for anybody and everybody I can. This next fight right here is a little sketchy on my part. I probably shouldn't have took this fight the way I did, but I could just tell by the way this guy was running and setting up how bad he was. So as you can see, he's just posted here. Black Max, I don't want to say you're bad, but you're probably a new player. I'm literally just taking taps. I should be building around me. This is not a good fight for me to take. I should be building right here. But it was ended up being a pretty easy kill. It doesn't even touch me. But if there was anybody else there, that's a kill that I probably shouldn't have received and probably would have died in the process of either getting sniped, someone jumping on me with a shotgun, whatever the case may be. Especially in solo squads, multiple people. So I run over here, get an upgrade with the blue AR. I already have blue double pump. So at this point, again, I'm just going to kind of continue to farm so that I have materials when I need them and move towards where I think the rotations are going to be coming from. So I end up coming up this way. Again, the circle has not closed in fully yet. We have it where I'm here. If you hear the dogs barking in the background, they're just being nosy and want to know what I'm doing. But as you can see, I'm right here kind of rotating to the edge, see if I can get anybody from Salty Springs or the Dusty Depot area, and farming on the way. I'm not seeing anything as of yet. Usually this is a pretty big hot spot. If you're in solo squads and you want a lot of kills, this is a good place to go. But if you're in solo squads and you want to get a W, this is also a bad place to go. 9 times out of 10 when you come into this area after clearing Tilted or clearing Dusty or Salty, you're going to run into multiple teams. It's a good place to get pinched at. So if you're trying to get pinched, come here. But at the same time, it's inevitable that you're going to end up finding teams here. So if you want to get a lot of kills, this isn't a bad spot to go to. So I'm looking in the zone. I don't see anybody. As you can see, there were people in the distance. If I just waited, I could have probably got those 2 kills. So I'm, again, just kind of looking to see if I can get anybody on the rotation. I'm not seeing anything. But I do see the builds up over here. The Quest as well as Kinera. So I was going to build up on them, but luckily one of the guys failed to jump, and as you can see, the quest falls all the way down. So I do see him. I am able to take him out. I knew he was going to be weak from the storm, as well as this guy up here. I didn't know that they didn't have shield. So pretty much what I do is I just build. Luckily, he jumps down. If he just stayed above me, he probably would have had an easy kill here. I know he's low. It's super easy to kill him. He took fall damage as well as being weak from the storm. So that's just pretty much an easy kill. Loot up, take all their materials, because again, materials are huge in solo v squads because you need to be able to have escapability. At this point, from what I remember, I had about 600 wood and that's about it. So I'm pretty much just building, farming, building, farming, building, farming. As I'm farming though, I'm also taking a look at the map to see what I can find. As you can see, there is a guy deep there, but I don't really wait around to have him come over and fight me. I probably could have, but he's obviously busy looting as well and not pushing up directly. So at this point, we see where the circle is. We see where I am. I'm at the edge. I need to get all the way over to Haunted Hills, Pleasant Park area. I have 11 kills already. So at this point, I know there's mushrooms over here. So what I'm going to do is simply just continue to farm and try to get some of these mushrooms because I am not full health. I think I'm 95 HP and 75 shield. So I end up getting 2, I believe is all I end up getting. And I just have to run at this point. So I'm doing decent on health. Actually, I'm doing really well on health. I still can get one shot by a lot of weapons in the game, but I'm okay with it. So I just kind of proceed to the safe zone, knowing that I got quite a bit of ways to go. There's a squad ahead of me. Again, I had no idea of this because I can't see what I see right now. So we're just kind of moving towards soccer field. That's the plan here. We're going to see what we can see when we go over this hill. I'm really worried about Tilted. Even though I cleared Tilted out, the rotation could easily happen into Tilted. Luckily, we didn't end up getting pinched here. Knowing that we have to get into the safe zone, we end up making it pretty safely because we ended up getting enough distance away from the edge of the circle. And as of right now, we're just going to kind of head in towards the safe zone and see what we can find. So when we come up this hill, I do see this airdrop over here. I don't really need to get it, nor do I care to go out of my way to get it. I do see people building up towards it, and I wasn't sure what exactly they were doing at first. I do see the guys building up towards there, so I know they're going to get that drop. I see the mushrooms over here, and I really want to get it, but knowing that the safe zone is still this far away and the circle's closing in, I can't really go get that final little bit for my shield. So I just decided to be safe and go towards the safe zone. Now, I couldn't keep eyes on these guys, so I had no idea where they went after they built up. Knowing that they're not in the safe zone, I knew they had to drop down, but I didn't know where they dropped down, so I had to play it safe. I had to be careful of anything going directly in front of me this way or anything over here. So pretty much what I'm trying to do is play it safe, play the safe zone, make sure I'm safe, and pretty much go from there. I knew that if they weren't coming this way, they had to go this way. They had to go over back towards Snobby and pretty much come back. I don't know what happened here, so we're going to pause this and we're going to go back to me. Should be easy. There we are. We're going to come back to me. So I knew they had to pretty much go towards Snobby here because at this point, in order for them to go safe where I'm going, I would have saw them by now. So I'm coming over this hill. This is a sketchy spot to go into, especially where the safe zone is, because there's 3 ways I can get shot from. I could get shot from this way if I were to keep going straight. I could get shot from coming from Loot Lake and anybody already set up in Pleasant. So I decide to basically cut the map in half and go towards Haunted and come over this way. Now I see chests over here and I don't see anybody yet. I also see the shrooms and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get shrooms. I'm still looking to see if I could find the guys rotating. I think maybe they got past me, but now I'm getting shot at. So right now, so this is kind of crucial here. So right now I'm building. I need to stay safe but be aggressive at the same time. The reason why I need to be aggressive is because I got one here, one here, one here, a total of 3 people. In order for me to be able to win this fight, I need to take down somebody as soon as possible. If I do not do that, it's going to be a tough fight for me to be able to win a 3 versus 1. So I proceed pretty much at this point to just continue to take shots where I can and build. As you can see, we got the guy. They're not very, very good because they're not building on top of me. If they were smart, they would have pushed me immediately, and that's what this Jamie Hardman tries to do. I'm just in a struggle because every time I try to build, they're pretty much taking me down. So my health is still pretty good for this fight. I only lost a little bit of shield. Again, I just need to keep building. I don't have a jetpack anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take out somebody as soon as possible. I see this guy. Hit him with a nice 3 shots to be able to take him out. So there's one person that I've already taken care of. There's a 3rd guy, get a 1 pump on him. And then at this point, I'm just going to put a couple shots into him and then take him out with the shotgun. So that fight actually turned out really well for me. It could have went the opposite way, especially if they were a little bit better. But thank God that they weren't. And I was able to 3v1 them, or 1v3 them, I should say. So at this point, I got plenty of loot. I'm still pretty much in the circle. There's not far I have to go. I have 14 kills up to this point. So at this point, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other people. Yeah, I have 6 other people on the map that I need to pretty much worry about. I know that where I'm at in the circle, there can't be too many people here because this was the team I saw earlier. If there was more people coming from this way, they would have fought them. So I'm good. I'm going to just take my time here. I'm full health, full shield. I'm going to loot to see if I can get any upgrades. I don't believe I do end up getting upgrades. I end up getting the full shield, that really what I was looking for before that fight, but didn't need it anymore. So I just decide pretty much at this point to just continue rolling and pretty much just make sure that my back's covered before I start heading down towards Pleasant. I don't see anybody coming immediately, so that kind of makes it known in my head that it's likely safe, and I'm willing to take any sort of pinch that would come from behind me if they were gonna come now. So as I'm coming down towards Pleasant, I hear shots. I hear plenty of them. So I decide to try to build up. Struggling a little bit, but I decided to build up right here to try to get high ground to see what I can see, and see if there's anybody else coming from the outside. I know people are in Pleasant, so I'm just gonna kind of pop a couple rocket shots. There's 2 teams fighting. I'm just gonna pop rocket shots to see if I can knock anybody. I don't end up getting a knock there. As you can see, there's plenty of people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 total people here. I believe I end up getting all of them. So I'm just popping shots. I do end up getting a hit on that guy. I put him to 1 shot. As you can see, he's literally 1 bullet. So right now, all I want to do is get high ground and get behind them. I see this guy right here. I hit him with a rocket, take him out. This guy was pretty easy, knock 2. And I'm still getting shot at by the other team from the distance. I know there's still a guy on this team over there, and he ends up hitting me with a snipe. I can't build a wall here, and I keep forgetting I need to build a flat. I just decide to take the kill. I lose all my shield. I'm going to pop 2 minis and a campfire to basically get as close to full health as I can. It's going to be about 150. I know there's a guy directly in front of me because he's already sniped me, so I'm going to just shoot some rockets over there. And I also know that there's people in the distance probably trying to converge the teams that they were fighting. He ends up jumping right into my rocket, so I couldn't get any luckier than that. So I see that guy in the distance, and I think a majority of them are still over near that modern building. I have no idea that this guy's on my left. I see the guy on my right build, so I decide to come up this way and pretty much build off this. This guy gives away his position with the rocket. That's an easy knock. I hit him with a headshot as well as a body shot. I also see this guy deep. I hit him with a nice shot as well, and this guy over here. So at this point, I'm just going to fill this kill off, finish him off, and I know I see this other guy near the tree because of his skin pretty much. I take down the tree, end up shooting him, knock him down, and I know this guy is deep there. I'm just going to try to full kill this guy so there's no revive, and just keep it a 1v1. Alright, so at this point, it's pretty easy for me because I have almost full health. This guy is literally 1 bullet. So I'm just going to pretty much build up to him. I didn't build my ramp accordingly. So he's going to build up. I'm just going to build over him. He's going to fall on the ground. I'm going to hit him with a pretty easy shot. And there you go. So as you see it, we got a 20 kill solo versus squad by myself. Pretty easy for that game. A lot of potatoes. But if you do have questions on how that worked out and how that happened, definitely leave some comments below, and then from there we'll be able to answer some of those questions, and hopefully I can continue the series. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button, also that subscribe button, so that when I post videos, you guys also have the ability to check them out. Also, come over to my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/XpoZe. I stream live there all the time and do these kind of things live. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys could also check it out over there. Thank you guys for watching. As always, have a wonderful day. Peace.